Hey, it's Sam here from KitchenGadgetsClub.com and I'm back with another one of our weekly Ninja Creami recipes. And this week I'm going to be showing off one of my new accessories I've picked up from eBay, and we are going to be making watermelon sorbet. You've all been asking me for it. It's summer and it's a great time to make a watermelon sorbet using your Ninja Creami.
First, let me explain to you who we are. If you're new around here, my name is Sam and I've been teaching people how to cook smart with just kitchen gadgets for over 10 years. In fact, we don't even have an oven or a hob in our kitchen. We are double Sunday Times bestsellers and The Independent calls us the best for beginner cooks. But because we've been creating videos for a while, we've ended up with more than 1,500 recipe videos on our YouTube channel. So what we have done is we have created a recipe index organised by gadget to help you quickly find your next recipe video. You can find them all at KitchenGadgetsClub.com/YouTube, and we would be honoured if you would subscribe to our YouTube channel for more recipe videos like this. So now let's get back to the food.
So let's start with my new toy, or I should say Ninja Creami accessory, kitchen accessory, whatever you want to call it. I have got a new juicer because the one I had, I absolutely adored it, and it went walkies, it just disappeared during the photo shoot for our new pressure cooker book, so I was gutted about that. But anyway, I finally found this. It's much bigger than what I needed, but it's a great starting point for if you're doing something like with the watermelon sorbet, you need to juice some limes. So how it works: lid on, click those bits into place, and then of course your juice element over. So it's as easy as that. So shall we half this lime and then we can get juice in? Grab your lime. These were actually from the supermarket this morning, so I don't know how much juice they've got in there. We'll soon see, won't we? And of course, got a good bit of juice out of those. So shall we lift it up and see how much juice we've actually got? Really haven't got much there, that's not enough, so I'm going to do some more. This is what you get for getting supermarket limes. This one feels a bit more juicier though. And then another. Oh yeah, this feels like a better one. So let's see how much we've got now. We got enough? I think that's enough. You're looking for just short of about a tablespoon there, and I can definitely get more than 2 teaspoons out of that. So it's really clever the way this recipe works. So what you want is you want your Ninja Creami tub, and then you want to pop it in the middle. And then you want to start adding your watermelon. So what we've done here is we've got like cubed watermelon. So this is where we've peeled it, we've diced it, we've got rid of the seeds, but we've chopped it and then loaded it into the bowl so that we're keeping the majority of the juice in the bowl, because you need that as part of this recipe, because if it's too dry it won't taste very nice. So you want to pop some in, keep popping it in, and aim for quite smallish chunks because you want it to be able to fit into here, and if they're really big pieces then obviously they won't. And of course, full measurements and everything over at KitchenGadgetsClub.com. And then look, that's how much juice I've got. So you want to pour that in as well. Then I picked up these ice cream tubs from a charity shop. And what you need is you need something heavy to push down your watermelon with to release some more of the juices before you put it on. And I found these are the perfect size. So have a look in your kitchen for something that's not going to break and that's nice and solid and is a similar size to your Ninja Creami little ice cream pots. So let me show you. So just push it down like that, and then you'll notice that it'll look quite dry on top, but let me pop the lid on and I can show you it. But if you look at it on the side angle, you can see all that liquid, and that's what you want. And now back to that lime juice you've already made. So you want to grab it, and then you want to pour that over. So that's going all over your watermelon. And then you finish with a little bit of honey. And the honey is your sweetener in this recipe. So that is all the ingredients. Pop the lid on and it can go in the freezer. So now, a mention on sugar. Honey seems to do the best job on a watermelon sorbet. I've tried it with like stevia copycats and that kind of thing, and I've tried it with granulated sugar as well, and I've found that honey or maple syrup does actually do the best job. So if you've got one like that, or you can swap it for normal sugar, but those that have asked for a watermelon sorbet have asked for it without white sugar. So if you rather, you can just put a couple of tablespoons of granulated sugar in. It depends if you want this as a diet recipe or you just want it just because you love watermelons and they're refreshing. So I'm going to pop this in the freezer and then I'm going to be back tomorrow and we can put it on the sorbet setting. So let's get the lid off, shall we? Oh, look at that. So you can see the lovely shape that it's done as well from the watermelon. So should we pop it on? Bear in mind, when you do a sorbet like this, it is really, really loud. So I just better warn you for that. And then of course, grab out your container, pop it in, hear the click, lid on, and then we can go on. So shall I pop it on? Certainly waiting for the click sound. Click it in place, and then we're going different. We are going for sorbet. And we're ready to take a look. Oh, look at that. Can you believe all that? And have you heard of crumbly syndrome as far as the Ninja Creami is concerned? It's when it's mixed, but it's not mixed enough and you end up having to pop it back on. Well, this is an example of this. If you have a look at the top of it there, you can see where it's all crumbly on top. So if this happens, pop the lid back on, click it back into place. So let's pop it back on. And then this time we mix it up because we press respin. So we've done our respin. So should we see what it's like now? So press the release. Grab it. And it's still a bit crumbly. If you look there, you've gone all crumbly in the middle. Top bit is quite crumbly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually put it back on sorbet. So pop your lid back on. Click it into place. Press sorbet. So let's check on it, shall we? Release. Let's take a look. That is so much better now. If you look at that now, you can actually portion that up. If you look there, it's much, much better. So talking to you for a moment about when it is crumbly, it's normally crumbly because it hasn't finished mixing and it needs a bit more oomph. Normally in traditional ice creams, using the Ninja Creami, like if you were just doing an ice cream rather than a sorbet, you just put it on respin and it'd be great. But with sorbets, they need that bit more oomph, so you can try them on a respin, and if that fails, just pop them back on sorbet, and it does make such a difference. So shall we get some out? So grab yourself your favourite dish, and then you can pop some in. Oh, look at that on the scoop. Doesn't that look amazing? So then pop that into your bowl. Can I manage another one? Can I manage another one? Oh yeah, look at all that. And you've still got quite a lot in there as well still. and it's brilliant for cooling you down on a hot day. We've had a really bad heat wave here, and it's just so nice to have something refreshing, like some watermelon sorbet. That does taste really, really good. And it's a really good one if you're looking for a lower calorie version, because most seem to involve condensed milk and double cream, don't they? So it's nice to have a nice refreshing sorbet this summer. Thanks for watching, and now you've seen a glimpse into our ovenless world. And of course, if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. This is what I call one of our step-by-step instruction videos. If you would rather have short and sweet, don't forget to check out our shorts. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook, TikTok and Instagram. And if you want to find videos quickly, if you head over to KitchenGadgetsClub.com/YouTube, you can see an A to Z list of all our YouTube videos, so you can find videos by Kitchen Gadget. And I'll see you again soon.